God, she's not gonna stop until she kills the franchise, is she? Hey y'all, SnarkyJay cosplay here. It's no secret that Lucasfilm and Star Wars in general has been up shit's creek without a paddle for quite some time now, and we've talked about all these Star Wars failures on this channel, right? Because I'm a grifter with nothing better to do. But apparently, we're not gonna see an end to this. Probably ever, because Kathleen Kennedy won't stop until she gets a win. I came across this article today, and an entertainment reporter supposedly claims that Kathleen Kennedy would like to retire but won't because she wants to go out with a win. I think it's time to realize that that is just not going to happen. That ship has sailed. In fact, she might be the main reason why there isn't a win. She's standing in her own way. At this point, she can just retire. Let's talk about this for a second. So Kathleen Kennedy obviously became heavily involved with Lucasfilm and basically took the reins in 2012. And I can't say that there's been a true win since. I mean, sure, we got the sequel trilogy, which made money, but was terrible for people that really loved Star Wars. However, one of Kathleen Kennedy's biggest failures was one that she was heavily involved in. You might know where I'm going with this. Solo, a Star Wars story, was the first in-theater Star Wars release to actually lose money. Could you imagine that? Kathleen Kennedy slapped the Star Wars label on that film and made a prequel, a backstory to arguably one of the most beloved Star Wars characters in existence. And it lost f***ing money. That almost takes effort. And we need to talk about this because obviously Kathleen Kennedy learned nothing from it. She was there when they made Rogue One, the film which starred a woman character made over $1 billion. Shocking for a prequel. And yet she still argues that female-led movies in the Star Wars universe struggle because the male-dominated fan base is so incredibly toxic. I call bullshit. She also claimed the Force is female, but insists on hiring people that have never had to do with Star Wars, like Leslie Headland and the director of the upcoming Rey film, Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy, who is an activist documentary filmmaker. Why insist that the Force is female and you want to see women win, but you also hire unqualified women for jobs that they are ultimately going to fail and displease the fans at? It's like you're setting up women for failure. Please stop, you're making us all look bad. On top of that, I also want to talk about the fact that when it came to the Acolyte, Kathleen Kennedy was supposedly blown away by Leslie Headland's idea for it. The Force is female, but every woman in the show is basically evil or a piece of shit hiding a cover-up. So Kathleen Kennedy loves the Acolyte and lets that happen. $180 million budget on something that is literally rated worse on Rotten Tomatoes by fans than the Star Wars holiday special. And this woman insists that she's going to continue doing this. Listen, I know to make an omelet you gotta break a few eggs, but if I was breaking every goddamn egg in the fridge, I think I'd stop trying to make an omelet and I'd move on and go grab takeout. And that's what Kathleen Kennedy needs to do. At this point, she has been involved with Lucasfilm and Star Wars for 12 years. And in 12 years, name one thing that she has signed off on that has been worth a shit. There isn't one. She is now 71 years old and presumably has hobbies and other things that she should be doing instead of just continuously up Star Wars. And that's the whole point, is that according to this source, she is ready to retire, but she doesn't want to retire unless she gets a win. She wants to go out on a win. She wants to go out with a bang so that her name can be probably hung like a constellation in the stars, and the legacy of people that have touched Star Wars in a meaningful way. Babe, it's not gonna happen. There's too much damage. There's been too much vitriol, too much bullshit, too many box office flops and releases, too many changes in Star Wars. It's over. If I had a track record like that, I think I would just retire at this point. And I don't have a great track record on YouTube, so that's already saying a lot. That even I, at that point, would be like, Yeah, I think it's time to call it quits. Break out the old golf caddy and go play a couple of rounds. I get that she wants a win, but how many losses do we have to have before you decide to throw in the towel? It's time to retire. It's time to give the reins to somebody who's actually going to take care of Star Wars. At this point, the franchise is on its last legs, and what I think we need to do is either bury it or gently nurse it back to health. It's time to find somebody that can do that, and it's not Kathleen Kennedy. And that's all from me. I've been SnarkyJay. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. For more SnarkyJay, be sure to check me out on Instagram, and if you'd like to support me, this channel, and my content creation, do check out and consider subscribing to my Patreon for exclusive photo shoot sets and content. I will add links to all of those in the description below, and let me know your thoughts on Kathleen Kennedy's impending retirement in the comments below.